Tonight's a special night, man. I've been looking forward to this night since a couple months ago when I first talked to Virgil. We had a good time talking about breadsticks, wrestling, and meat sauce. And I feel that's not going to change tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about a little bit of his time in WCW, NWO, and what happened afterwards. What is this Lonely Virgil thing that took off? What's that all about? I want to know. And is his breadstick really the size he says it is? I think we have confirmation on that to show him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's waste no more time. I bring to you, I'm going to say it again, the future Hall of Famer, man. The Pimp Daddy of wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the one and only Virgil. Virgil, what's up?
I'm here live and in Keller.
What's up, baby? How are you, bro?
Keller, chocolate.
You're live and in color, as always, man. How you been, bro?
And chocolate with a long goddamn breadstick.
You haven't changed. I'll tell you. How you been, bro?
Got darker, didn't I?
Oh, man. Got darker and longer, didn't you? I missed you, man. I missed you.
Did you?
What you been doing the last 2 months?
Oh, nothing much, man. Fuck, was that long?
Yeah, that long ago, bro.
2 months ago?
2 months.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Months ago, man.
Did you pop out a couple more kids? What you been doing?
Hell no. I keep condoms on this motherfucker wrapped up tight. Ain't nothing gonna come out of me.
Happy New Year, Pablo. How are you, bro?
Sweat won't even come out of me.
That's a good thing, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it protected. Protection.
Yeah, you don't want to get tied up with one of these lonely bullshit bitches, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Eddie Williams says, Soul Train Jones, what's up, man?
Tell him I'm glad to hear from him, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, bro, I missed you, man. We didn't get to talk about enough of your swag the last show. You know, we ended in WWF a little bit. We talked a little bit about maybe your AEW experience, but we'll get back into that. Is that cool?
That's cool, man. It was like that the AEW thing was all right, man. Like I talked to the old man then when I was down there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cohen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you say to him?
I mean, Khan. Is his name Khan?
Yeah, Tony Khan.
Yeah, Tony Khan owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean?
He's a gajillionaire.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to with the old man. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I talked to the old man, and then the sun came up. You mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So you talked to him that long?
Real quick. You mean like it was pretty quick because he didn't stay too long. Him and the two bodyguards, they came in and they split. They left. They
weren't bodyguards like you were, though. I'll tell you that right now.
One remind me of like Vince's bodyguard, John.
Okay.
Oh,
Why do you remind you of John? What do you mean?
John will blow your ass away and think nothing of it. and what he was like, John, he pushed that fucking coat back where you see that big 44 hanging on his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Was he like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes sure you can see it because he pushed the coat all the way back and jam his right arm and down in the back of his pants. You mean? Got you. So that hold that coat open, and then you can see that big piece hanging right there. You mean? Yeah. And
you had 3 guns though when you were bodyguard. You had 2 right here. Then you had that breadstick, man.
Middle one swinging.
What'd you and Tony Khan talk about, bro?
No, we just talked about like the money right there, and he enjoyed it, you know. He said, man, that was cool. He said, like, I heard you got broke in by Alpha. That's why I was knowing. Because Alpha lived over in Pensacola, Florida. Okay. And when I broke in, it was me, Rodney Anawai, that was Yokozuna. Yeah. And Salofa Fatu, that's Rikishi. Okay. We all broke in together. Okay.
Ah, I got you.
And Rikishi and Fatu, that's Rikishi and Yokozuna are Alpha's nephews. Ah. Okay, because Alpha's mother was a Fatu, but she married a what a whatever Rikishi's name is, last name is. You mean?
Yeah.
And Alpha's oldest brother was Anawai. That was Yokozuna's father.
Got you.
Yeah.
Man, how do you remember all these names, bro? That's crazy.
Huh?
How do you remember all those names, bro?
Man, you remember them guys because you broke in with these guys, you man.
Been around them so long,
Oh
right?
yeah, you broke in with them, and Alpha and Sika was two of the coolest guys in the world, man.
Yeah.
Sika was super fucking cool, but he could speak very little English. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, Alpha could speak English very good because Alpha was in the U.S. Army.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You mean? So
Yeah.
he picks up the English very, very good. You mean?
Yeah.
And when we start breaking in, and all of a sudden Alpha said, "Man, I want you, Kishi, and Yoko. You want to get finished getting broke in? Go on down to Florida." So we all went down to Florida, and we stayed over at Sika's.
Okay.
That's where Sika lives at. Sika lives down in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
The Alpha, when we broke in, Alpha was up around Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Let's just say you broke in with all the Samoans. All right. You broke in with these guys.
Yeah, broke in with them.
But I want to move a little bit forward with you. Okay.
Okay.
Because last show we talked about your WWF days as the bodyguard with Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
You know, and when you broke up with Ted and your swag took off. And then they let you go. You did a little bit of the indie scene, but then WCW called you.
Yeah.
Right.
The main one that WCW gave me a call was Hulkster, baby.
So it was the Hulkster that called you.
Yeah, Hulk gave me a call.
Personally.
Okay, yeah, Hulk gave me a call. He said, Virgil, make sure you get in touch with Ted because he wanted to bring me and Ted in as the fourth and the fifth guy. Okay.
Got you.
It was Hulk number 1, Nash number 2. Number 3 was what's the name? Nash's partner.
You got Nash, you got
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall. Yeah.
Scott Hall.
Razor.
With Nash, Scott Hall, Ted, myself, X-Pac, and Hulk.
Okay.
We're the original 6 members.
So when Hogan called you, what did he say?
He said, "Why don't you come on down, man?"
And what were you doing at the time when he called you?
Was I still in WCW? I think I was still in WCW right there. You mean?
Okay, you were still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he calls you.
I'm still in WWF.
Still in WWF.
Yeah.
Okay. So he calls you.
Yeah, and I gave Ted a call, and I said, "Well, let's show on down, man." And
so you were still with WWF when Hogan called and said, "Come on down."
No, I was doing something else. I let the contract run out.
Got you. Okay. So you were not with WWF. And then, so you were kind of like in limbo.
Yeah, and Ted's
contract
was already out because his contract was out like about 2 years before mine. You know?
Got you.
Yeah, but it was cool, man. When the contract ran out, I went down and I popped off a big contract with Ted Turner. Hulk got me a big one with Turner.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
And got big, pretty sweet money with Turner, and everything was guaranteed. Hey, Benny.
Yeah.
Everything went real smooth because when Hulk told me to sign with Vince, Hulk was there, and Hulk signed my contract with Turner Sports.
Got you.
My contract wasn't with WCW; it was with Turner Sports.
So he gave you the hookup.
Yeah. I had a 12-year contract with Turner Sports.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And when if WCW fall flat on their ass, I still keep getting paid from Turner Sports.
That's crazy, bro.
And I think Turner Sports is still running today.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
So you went to WCW and you were the NWO enforcer.
Yeah.
You were the guy that took care of the squad,
took care of everything.
took the beatings if you had to, let the squad run off. You handle the beatings.
Yeah, I handle everything else. The squad can run the fuck off. I don't give a damn, and I'm right there. Okay.
So you were Vincent.
Yeah, Vincent in the WCW. Okay.
You were Vincent in
I
WTW.
know everything was like a hit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I was in WWF, they wanted to put a hit against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So why not give them the name Virgil?
Right.
Okay. I didn't give a fuck. You mean?
Yeah.
You're still getting paid. You know what
Why
I mean?
would you? As long as your checks are signed, why would
Yeah.
you care?
Long as them checks come out, Michael Jones, I didn't give a damn. Okay. Okay. When I went down to the WCW, the name was Vincent. It was a hit on Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't give a damn.
And later on in
long-
WCW, for a little bit of time, you were named Shane. The hit on Vince's son.
No, what they did? They came up with that little bullshit name. When me and we were down WCW, we did I did something with Kirk Hennig.
Right. Yeah.
And he came a name like Shane. You know?
That was a hit on Vince's son, Shane.
Yeah. Yep. Yes,
Gotcha. Yep. So your names were the synonymous jabs with each owner of the company.
Jabs is sticking everyone in the ass. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
And then when I went to Vince, when the name, he liked it. He didn't give a damn because you did everything right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they care. You know, it's just a little jab. It don't matter.
They still liked it because Vince liked it, man. Because I was always on time. I always made sure Ted got from point A to point B on time.
Yep.
Okay. I made sure he was always at the arena 2 hours before bell time.
Yep. You didn't play around, bro. You were a good employee.
Yeah, very good employee, man. And I made sure you're driving. Everyone, we go from point A to point B, and we're there on time.
You did your job.
Yeah, even when me and Ted had the thing, the $1 Million Man thing, we used to throw out 20,000 at ringside every match. I should go to Gorilla Monsoon and get 20,000 in $100 bills. Okay, and when I went out, threw the $100 bills out to people everywhere. I had bitches with my name on one titty, Virgil, on the other titty, the $1 Million Man. Okay, one girl lifted up her ass. On one cheek had Virgil, on the other cheek had $1 Million Man. And then one girl had her whole pussy shaved and lifted the dress all the way up and had Virgil on the top of her pussy. On the bottom had $1 Million Man.
Wow.
How's that?
You were pretty popular among the ladies of wrestling.
And I'm glad I never did this one thing. Okay. I don't know that I think Teddy might have brought up, he asked me, and I just was thinking, and I said, nah. I said, let's just keep like $1,000 or something each and then throw out the rest of the money. I said, nah, I don't think we should do that. You mean?
Okay.
And then one day, later, like 2015.
Yeah.
I did something in New York, and this guy was there, one of Vince's bodyguards. Okay.
Okay.
He said, hey, Virg, do me a favor, man. Hold up $100 bill. He held it up, and he read the serial number off. I mean, I held the $100 bill up, and he read the serial number off the $100 bill.
Why?
He said, I was at every match where you and Ted was at. And I was waiting for you never, ever not to throw no money out. And I counted every $100 bill that you threw out. And you threw out every one. Every one.
So you didn't keep any, you were an honest employee.
Yeah, I was a cool ass employee. He always told Vince, he said, that is Superman for you. He's a total employee.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. He brought that
So
right, man.
let's take you back to WCW as the enforcer. Okay.
Oh yeah. We did when I did the Vincent down there.
Yeah, you were Vincent.
Yeah.
You took a bunch of beatings, right? But you had a couple wins on the WCW Saturday Night Show.
Yeah.
They gave you a few wins,
Uh-huh.
but most of your TV stuff was just taking care of the crew.
Yeah, taking you got to take care. You got to take care of the crew. That's how the game played. You may.
Yeah, man. I mean, I saw some of them shots. They look tough, bro.
Yeah,
Like some of them bumps look crazy.
but I was used to taking shots. Like taking shots ain't nothing. You may.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I had two brothers, man. Both my brothers, like my old man. Both my brothers were Navy SEALs.
right.
My old man was beginning Navy SEALs. He's called Frogman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He was,
you were used to the beatings.
yeah. My old man was in World War II. Both my brothers were in Vietnam, and they were the baddest of the baddest. You may.
What was it like hanging out with Hogan and the squad, man?
Oh man,
During the height of WCW.
Oh.
Any cool stories backstage?
I mean, it was so fucking cool, bro. You mean like, I mean, Hulkster ran the whole show, and I remember like one time Hulk picked up Joey Morella,
Yeah.
and I mean he launched him, and I just took off running, man, and I dove, and I caught Joey's head when he came down. His head would have busted open that concrete.
Oh my God.
Joey's one of my right hand men. You mean? I
Right.
grabbed the whole head and went down with my hands, and my knuckles hit against the floor. Okay? It protected his whole head from busting open. You mean? Only thing they hit on him, it wasn't nothing, man. Because he just got up and he gave me a big fucking hug right there.
Yeah.
And and I remember Gorilla saw him, man. He said, Mac, he said, damn, Virgil, that was great, man. You said you took off after my kid, you may?
Yeah.
Nothing happened to him. Nothing at all happened to him.
You helped him out, man.
Yeah, that was one of my right hand men. Joey Morella, man. I can remember like 1990 or like the end of 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Morella was in a casket, okay?
Yeah.
And Gorilla Monsoon was crying on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Joey was my right hand man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your time in
Oh,
WCW more than WWF? What do you think?
What's that? Did I enjoy my time more in WCW?
WCW?
Think about WCW. When I got over there, like about 90, about 90,
96. 96.
96. Okay.
Yeah.
When I got there, it was like 3 years when we had we really put the whole pump in that WCW, you know.
Yeah.
And it was the original members. It was Hulk, Nash Hall, Ted DiBiase, X-Pac.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were the original 6. Okay. And then they start, like, when it was going downhill, after about 3 years of going downhill like a freight train, you know?
We started adding too many people, like
Yeah,
they split it up. I remember you were part of the Hollywood faction, right?
Yeah.
And then
they brought a bunch of motherfuckers. Buff Bagwell, Elizabeth.
yeah,
they brought man, name it. They brought
Macho, you know, yeah.
They brought my right hand man was Kirk Hennig. They brought Kirk Hennig.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of them died, man. You mean?
Yeah. They started breaking up NWO so much.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of killed the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying?
When we were the original 6, it jumped off like a mother.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh man, you remember that? It was the strongest thing ever.
You guys were killing WWF TV.
Oh yeah, we beaten the shit out of the WWF TV. The WWF TV couldn't even rank with us, man.
I know. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then the NFL made WCW an offer and WWF an offer. Because everyone, the WCW was showed on Monday night. WWF was showed Monday night. And Monday Night Football. We was taken away from Monday Night Football because people wanted to watch and see how much money was out throwing out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they would watch us compete against WWF.
The Monday Night Wars, man. The Monday Night Wars.
Monday Night
Some of the best time in wrestling, bro, was the Monday Night Wars.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
Oh yeah, man. We rocked and rolled, bro. I mean, I don't know how many man, when you check through in the airport and stuff like that, motherfuckers used to put you in first class automatically. You know what I mean?
You had people waiting for you at the airports too. Signs, autographs. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. I had a bunch of people like when we came in the airport, especially when we did the whole WCW thing.
Yeah.
Guys dressed. One guy, there's two guys that dressed up like me and Ted. One was black, one was white. Me and him was about the same height, about 6'2.5", 6'3".
Right.
And the other guy was like about 6'5", like Ted's height.
Yeah.
We looked similar. Me and this guy, the black guy, looked similar, and the white guy looked similar to Ted.
Really?
Yeah. Because we all four took a picture together.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So you had people dressing up as you guys at the airports. That's how big you guys were, man.
Yeah.
I mean, wrestling in the late 90s was huge.
It was
the biggest thing on television.
It was the best thing on television, bro.
It really was, bro.
It was. Like, look, we were taken away from the Monday night. It's called Monday Night Wars, NFL. Okay. Yeah. It was taken away from the NFL.
You were killing their ratings, man.
We were eating the ratings up, man. They had Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were watching WWF. But the main thing they were watching was WCW.
The NWO. They wanted to see what the NWO was going to do next.
Yes, indeed.
And you were a part of that, Virgil. You were a part of that.
The original
right.
NWO.
You're the OG of NWO.
Right. That was the original. The original was Hulk, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, myself, X-Pac.
Now, here's the thing, Virgil. This is why we argue you should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay? You should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. You're part of the NWO, the OG NWO.
Yeah. Know what I think? Know what I think, man?
What do you think? Tell me, why do you think you're not in the Hall of Fame right now?
Know what I think? I think they're waiting for when it comes to a time where they got to put some guys in there. And what can be a big draw? Okay.
Gotcha.
A big draw can be Ted DiBiase inducting me. That can draw a lot of people.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden, draw a lot of people in Chicago, draw a lot of people into Boston, right? Yeah. Wherever they're gonna hold where they hold the inductions for the
whatever Hall of Fame you're chosen for, right?
Yeah. What's that called? The WWF Hall of Fame?
Yeah, the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah, now it's called WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's the night before WrestleMania. They always have it. And I mean, I was going to ask you that. Who would you want to induct you?
I think the best thing that they induct me, the best would be Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. Why wouldn't that?
Do you think he would?
Yeah, I know he would.
You know he would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt Panetta says something here. Hold on. Here's a comment. I still have my NWO shirt from the 90s. Virgil should definitely be a part of the Hall of Fame. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. You got a shirt saying that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NWO, baby. A lot of people had NWO shirts. They were some of the biggest selling shirts for WCW.
Hey brother, I still got like I still got one of my original NWO shirts. Original.
Yeah.
Still,
I know a lot of people that have the original ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they sell them now, but the OGs.
I got a brand new one.
Woo.
It's still in the paper.
Look at you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hang on to that because that's memorabilia from your time in wrestling.
Oh yeah, I kept that, and I had one where a guy has the sleeves cut off. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about that. I got that And when I go out do autograph signings,
Yeah.
I have that picture right. I have that shirt right there, and I make copies of that. Make a copy of that, and I take the shirts with me and sell them. Because
Gotcha.
I have a guy who he's out in San Francisco. I mean, LA.
Hmm.
He makes shirts for me.
Takes care of your shirts, your
Yeah,
merch.
yeah. Makes shirts for me.
Got you.
Yeah. So why not? He made a Virgil shirt for me,
Yeah.
and he made the NWO shirt for me.
Now, what we're gonna do, Virgil? So after your
Huh?
WCW run, all
Yeah.
right, you started to do this convention tour.
Yeah.
Right?
I, I,
You would
I,
you
I hit all kind of like big conventions all over the world. Okay.
all over the world,
Yeah.
not just the U.S. You go worldwide.
Hey, Vinny,
Yeah.
I used to hit like uh, WCW or I mean WW. I mean big. I used to do like this: hit big Comic Cons all over the world. Okay.
Right. Right.
I used to hit big conventions, sport conventions all over the world. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I science fiction shows all over the world.
Virgil, I think you went anywhere you could.
Yeah.
You
Why
know,
not?
I mean, I saw some photos. You're in front of like a store, just a clothing store, doing your thing.
Yeah.
You're a hustler.
I mean, some guys give me a call. They have like one guy out in a part of Pittsburgh. He had a big merchandise inside of a big sports store inside of this mall.
Yeah.
He let me bring a big picture of me and Ted. I put it up on outside of his window,
Yeah.
and and it was inside. It was inside a big mall. Okay, and people were jumping up. I was making easy a thousand to $1,500 a day.
All right. So let me get this straight, Virgil.
Huh?
So you start this convention tour,
Yeah.
right? After your wrestling days.
Conventions,
So let's say
uh,
I have a store,
the
right?
Comic Cons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or let's
Comic.
say I'm running a Comic Con.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to have Virgil there.
Uh huh.
So Virgil, you set up a table,
Yeah.
and you know, now say someone comes up to you
Uh huh.
and they want an autograph. What do you charge for an autograph
Okay.
from
My,
Virgil?
okay. My autographs in like at the like a big Comic Con and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Okay. The autograph was going for 30,
Woo.
and take an 8x10 with me.
Okay.
It was going for 20.
Okay.
Okay. But if you want to get both, okay, I do like this. I do both for 25, 25.
Got you. So 50.
50, we'll get a picture with me and you and an autograph a picture.
So if you get the combo pack,
Yeah.
you save $10.
Yeah.
Now, and you get a photo with Virgil, and
Yeah.
then you get an 8x10 signed by
Yeah.
Virgil.
I remember sometime at the big Comic Con, sometime Ted DiBiase was there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
me
he would have his own setup, right? He would have his own
and
little thing
but
going on.
one time I went over, he had a blank table right next to him.
Yeah.
He he had me in that table right there, and me
Hmm.
and Ted used to do this. A picture, me and him in a picture. We do a picture and a picture for 50.
Okay.
We sign a picture for 50 each. Okay. So if you want to get a picture, me and Ted, the autograph, it was 50. And take it, and if you wanted to get an 8x10, no, you wanted to get a picture taken with me and Ted, it'd be another 50. So it'd be 100.
So you were cleaning house.
Yeah. You can't beat that, can you?
So
Yeah.
what you would make on average a day, doing these conventions and
Okay.
shows?
When I used to do like these conventions, I used to do like this. If you want to get a picture of me and Ted,
Okay.
autograph, it'd be 20, 25, 25, be 50. And you'll take a picture of me and Ted, it'd be another 50. So $100. I kick Ted 50 and I keep 50.
But what would you make on average in
Okay.
a convention?
I should do like this. Uh, Usually conventions run from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You would stay all 3 days?
I do all 3 days.
Okay.
Okay. and you usually knock out anywhere from 800 to 1,000 on Friday. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you may do anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and you probably do another 800 to 1,000 on Sunday.
So you could clear. I mean, on a good weekend, you'd be clearing
300,
3 grand.
3,000, 3 grand, correct. Uh-huh.
Wow, Verge.
And sometimes they do like this. You go to the big Comic Cons, okay? They go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can knock down 3,500 to 4 grand.
Wow.
You
Is
can't.
Saturday normally like the busiest day for these places?
I think the biggest day is Saturday. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
because most people are off on Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
a lot of people are off on Friday. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but they be coming from work on Friday. See, like Comic Cons go like sometime on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but now not a lot of people stay all the days. Like there's one
Yeah,
person that stays on Thursday. You stay all the days. You're there the
yeah,
whole time. You're sitting it all out. You
yeah.
know,
You do Thursday,
because you got to make
Friday,
that money.
Saturday, Sunday.
You got to
And
make
so
that money.
yeah, you go ahead and make that money.
You're a
So
hustler.
if you make 800 on a Thursday, it's still eight fucking hundred. Am I
That's a
right?
lot of money. I
Right.
mean, to just sign
Right.
pictures.
Signing pictures, right? How many guys make 800 in a day on a job?
That's crazy, Verge.
Okay.
That's
How,
crazy, bro.
how many guys make 800 a week on a job?
I know, bro. You're
You
telling
know,
me.
see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
so
I have a question though. I have a
yeah,
question for you. Now, were there any Comic Cons or events where it wasn't as busy? Maybe empty.
no, like
Like
no,
maybe you struck out and
okay,
nobody
no,
showed up.
I had a big little Comic Con up in San Francisco.
Right.
Okay, but it was like a little bit going downhill. So what you do like this, you gotta cut back your prices some. You mean
Got you.
so you do things like maybe 20 and 20. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so if you can knock down 500 each day,
Mm,
okay,
yeah.
you you take your prices down like you have it like Friday if you knock down 500. Okay, Saturday if you can knock down 700, and Sunday if you can knock down 500. Okay, you still got 3 days of 1,700. Am I right?
That's right. Now, Virgil, was there a day where you made nothing?
No, I never had a day like that.
Mm,
I never had a day like that, man.
mm,
You
wow.
always I used to make, man, anywhere from 400 to 1,000 each day.
So you always found a way
Yeah,
to
to
make
make it.
something. I remember I saw a picture of you. You were in a subway. You set up shop right there, bro.
No. What I did right there, I was in a subway, and and a guy wanted me to take a picture of his thing in the subway. You mean?
Mm, okay.
So I had a NWO shirt. I put it on. I took a picture right in his subway thing because I had to go somewhere. So I put my shit up in the back of it.
Mm.
Because
But you never set up like a signing thing there or anything?
no, he
No, no.
paid me 250 to take a picture with it.
Wow.
So
250.
yeah. So
That's a lot,
why
Virgil.
not? I do the whole thing like I was doing a subway thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did the thing in his subway for him. You mean?
Got you.
And
Got
then
you.
what he told me? He said, anytime if I'm in New York and nothing's jumping, come on down the subway and I can do something with him.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I picked him up on once on that. I came down the subway and he let me hook up with him for one day. One day I made 650.
Jesus, Verge.
Can't beat that, can you?
No, you can't.
And you're right in New York. Because I had a buddy in New York. He stayed on 43rd Street. No, he stayed on 40th Street in New York.
Okay.
He had a apartment there, okay? And he had 2 bedrooms. He gave me my whole fucking bedroom.
You just chilled with him.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
And I chilled with him. I didn't have to pay for no hotel, no food. You know what I mean? You just brought food and cook it back at his crib. You know what I mean?
That's the life, bro. I remember in our last meeting, our last show, we talked about your breadstick.
Yeah.
We talked about how it's the second biggest next to Andre the Giant, right? And you said you take 2 Olive Garden breadsticks, put them together, that's the width. And you're saying about 13, 14 inches long. Correct?
Like a horse.
Like a horse. Now, I have gotten confirmation on this subject. All right. I did my research and I asked someone if they could confirm it for me. And I'm going to play the video for you. All right. Check this out. Check this out. He said he's the biggest. He said you could take 2 Olive Garden breadsticks, put them together. That's about the width. And then his length is about 13, 14 inches. Is there any confirmation you can give to this statement?
Virgil, biggest claim to fame is his breadstick, which is as big as he probably tells you it is. Somehow one night we ended up in a room with the same girl or 2 girls. I don't remember. But I had to witness Virgil having sex with this girl. It was one girl. I remember that was one girl. Because when Virgil was done, Virgil's like, "It's your turn." I'm like, "Dude, what am I going to do with that now?" I mean, come on. I'd fall in. So he never tells that story, but because he calls me Papa half the time.
Right.
You know what, Papa? You know what, Papa? Tell him, Papa. You see it, Papa. Tell him, Papa. Because everybody used to say he couldn't get that breadstick hard, but he did. I seen it. Poor girl, man. It was. It's hard being a pimp sometimes, man. It's hard being a pimp. You gotta see some stuff that.
Yep.
But yeah, he's got a big breadstick.
Yeah. Hey, that's my man.
Confirmation from Papa.
That's true.
Do you remember that night?
Oh yeah.
What happened that night? He says you never tell the story. Tell the story.
I mean that night, man. I was just tired. I was beating that damn pussy, bro. I was beating that pussy, and I was beating that pussy till that bitch was just screaming her ass off.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah. And Godfather, man, he had to put earplugs in his ears.
Jesus.
That's my right hand man right there, Charles Wright, man.
You guys good buddies?
Oh yeah, very good friends, man. Hey, when I go to Vegas, I give him a call, man. I go over to his joint when he was like he had a whole like a bar or like a business like, and I go over and help him out over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had some strip clubs and stuff too, right?
Yeah, like a big strip club. He runs. And he runs all the bitches in the strip club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
When I come to Vegas, I go over to the strip club, and I go around like do whatever he wants me to do. You know what I mean?
Help out a little bit.
Yeah, and then
that's awesome.
And motherfuckers say, "Holy shit, that's a fucking Virgil." Ain't that some? Yeah.
So I mean, we got confirmation.
You got confirmation.
Brian Allen says, "Tell us your real thoughts, Virgil. Tell us your real thoughts." I think he told us his real thoughts.
Yeah, and he seen the breadstick walking.
He said, "Nobody matches you, bro. Nobody matches you." So that was a cool little thing from the Godfather, Papa Shango.
Yeah, Papa Shango. That was my man, bro.
That's your boy, bro.
Oh, that's my boy. Yeah. I mean, he's a great guy, man.
Lonely Virgil, right? When did you first hear about this, Virgil?
I heard about that like a guy like I think he just seen me one time. I was at a table, and I was just starting to set up, and people was just like starting to come in. You mean? And it was like on a I think this thing a convention ran Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Like early on Thursday when it just started, you mean? And
the doors just opened.
Yeah, the guy just took a picture of it, you know what I mean? And
they're snapping these photos before the people are even in there, is what you're saying?
Yeah, snap these photos, taking it, and people are not even. It's not packed. It's not like on a Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon. You mean?
Right.
It was like on a Thursday in the morning.
Got you. Because I mean, there's a website dedicated to this thing,
Yeah. I mean,
and there's multiple photos in multiple locations where it's just you and the table, and they're saying, some conventions you didn't really hit too good,
uh-huh.
and that's where they came up with the Lonely Virgil thing.
Yeah, he brought it up, so I didn't give a fuck, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, advertisement is, but the advertisement is advertisement.
That's what I was gonna say to you, Verge, because whether it's true or not, whether you had a bad day or you had a
Who
good day,
cares?
it doesn't matter, right? Because
Don't make no
Lonely Virgil exploded on the internet.
right. Advertisement is advertisement. You see
Yeah.
what? Oh,
Bad publicity is good publicity.
yeah. I mean,
Right?
it can be bad publicity. Pictures are still good. You see
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? They can
Have
put
you have you ever been to the site? Have you ever seen Lonely Virgil?
yeah, I see it on there, man. People still watch it and people still do it. And when they see you on there, they want to take a picture with you any goddamn way.
I know. Now,
Yeah,
I think Lonely Virgil helped you.
yeah. So I mean,
What do you think?
I don't think nothing was wrong with it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But here's the thing. You're saying the Lonely Virgil thing is just flat out false.
It could be false, but advertisement is still advertisement. You see what I'm talking about?
Right, right.
Okay,
But even
or bad advertisement is good. Advertisement, long as your name keep on coming up, and people have pictures of you. Okay.
yeah.
Bad advertisement can be good advertisement.
So there was never a day at a convention or a show or whatever wherever your setup was where you just never had people. That's not true.
You can. I mean, I always had people.
You always had people.
You always had people around, but
Right.
with that Lonely Virgil thing, guy took a shot like the beginning of the show. You know what I mean?
Just early.
Yeah,
Got you.
early in the show. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I didn't care. It still helped out. You know what I mean?
Now here's the thing. It did help out, man, because the Lonely Virgil thing was funny.
Yeah.
And it got your name back in the on the internet.
Yeah.
Back in the airwaves.
It get your name still moving around like this. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, do you accept this Lonely Virgil thing? Do you embrace it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, advertisement is still advertisement.
Right, right.
Even though someone try to make a joke out of it, bad advertisement can sometimes turn into good advertisement. You mean?
Yeah, because here's the thing, Verge. Here's how I look at it, right?
Huh?
I remember
Mhm.
when I heard about this Lonely Virgil name,
You wanna check-
and I read the story, and guess what I did?
You checked it out?
I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
This is funny, and it got me thinking about Virgil.
Right.
So it helped you, whether it's true or false. It helped you out.
It still helped, right?
It really did, man. It really did. Now, here's the thing that I need to ask you personally. Okay.
Good.
The Lonely Virgil thing, it helped you out big time. Now, there were reports that you were using Ted DiBiase's name without his knowledge at these shows, and he got a little upset about it.
No.
How did you handle that?
No. Where I told Ted to his face. I said, I never used your name on no show. Only thing I said to different promoters of anything, I said I would try to give Ted a call and see if he can come to your show. If you wanted to fly him from point A to point B, okay?
Okay.
That's what I even told Teddy that, okay?
Okay.
I want to fly him round trip and get him a hotel. I can maybe ask him, does Ted want to come, okay?
Come on through.
I said I can get my own hotel because I had enough miles at Delta with the different Marriotts, okay?
Right.
And I knew different guys at Marriott's, okay?
Got you.
I could go to Marriott and these guys can give me these forms, okay? The forms are like, you worked at Marriott's before, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you get your Marriott for $30 a night.
So you got the hookup at the Marriott. You
Yeah.
got the hookup. But why post his name up on your table?
No, I never. Only thing I just do, I put a banner up on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and it said, I didn't want to get a whole new banner. Okay.
I got you.
So it had $1 Million Man and had Virgil down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to bring the Virgil up all the way up on the table where I lay the pictures across.
So you would hide his name
right
on the table and put your merch over his name.
Yeah.
And then it would just say Virgil.
Yeah. Right.
And Virgil. Yeah.
Yeah. It would say Virgil on it.
Okay. Got you.
And it would show I have a big banner. Okay.
Yeah.
And on the banner, it shows me and Ted, and I get a whole handful of $100 bills.
Right. Right.
So I wasn't gonna get a whole new banner made up. You mean?
Right. Because here, I'll show you. This is pretty funny. There's a couple. If you go to Lonely Virgil, okay, there's a couple that show what you're saying, where you kind of hide the name.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a couple where you didn't do so good of a job at hiding it. But I do have a question though. On the table itself,
yeah,
there's one shot of you. I believe you're sitting outside. Okay. And it says Ted DeBase.
You try to pronounce the name, huh?
Yeah. No, but it spelled his name wrong.
No, I always had the name spelled right.
I'll show you. Well, now you do have a banner where his name is spelled right. You do have that, Ted DiBiase. Yeah. I do see that one, but there's one that it's wrong, and I was wondering, did you do that on purpose that we don't get in trouble by using his name? Here it is, right here. Here you are. It says Ted DeBase. Ted DeBase.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought maybe when I had it like
redone or something.
I had it redone, and I told the guy how the spelling of it, and he said, "Well, how do you spell that?" I said, D-I, capital B-I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he definitely messed up. He put Ted DeBase and Virgil.
DiBiase.
Yeah, he definitely spelled it wrong.
Yeah. So you see where it says Ted DiBiase?
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
I pulled that way up. You mean?
Yes.
You lay the pictures across here, and you see right here as Virgil.
Correct.
WWE superstar. You mean?
That's correct. I do remember now. This is probably a banner that you had made again. Okay. The base thing. Okay, because here's another one. Right. I will. I'll show this to you now. Now this is probably your original banner.
Let me see.
I'll get it for you now. It's loading.
Okay.
Let's go with. Here it is. All right. So this is probably your original banner. Okay. Now this one says Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
It's spelled correctly. And Virgil, WWE superstar. Now I noticed you moved it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That way it can't be seen, but you still have that banner behind you there with you and Ted together. Now it's just a photo, you know. But I do notice you move it up a little bit, but it's still you can still read Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, you can still read it. But I usually have that pulled way up, you know, and have my over. But sometimes I used to let it hang down right there, and because some people would like to say, like, you just give them the thing where it has Ted's name and mine, you know what I mean? And they say, holy shit, them two guys were always together right there.
Yeah. So did you put his name to kind of help people remember who you were?
I use his name sometimes like that to bring the thought back into their mind. Okay?
Right.
But the main thing I use to bring the thought back in, the pictures of me and him.
Right. Right. So I mean, everyone remembers you and him together. Now, he didn't get upset about that at all? He didn't say, Virgil, don't use my name or whatever, because then people think I'm not showing up?
Teddy really didn't say too much about it at all, you know what I mean?
No? Okay.
Because wherever we were at an event, he said, hey, first, when you get time, come on over, man. Some people want to take pictures of me, you, and them.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm talking about like San Diego Comic Con, New York Con, okay? Any big convention, wrestling convention, you know what I mean? Like big Comic Cons or big sports shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a big one in New York.
They got the WrestleCon, I think, in New York.
Okay, what's that in New York? It's at LaGuardia Airport.
Oh, I'm not sure. I know there's a ton of them in New York, Virgil. There's a ton of them.
Me and Ted did this one. It was at the Marriott Hotel right at LaGuardia Airport. Me and both did that both together.
You did that together, and you did the 50 and the $50 to $100 thing.
Right.
And people lined up and paid it?
Yeah, they paid it, man.
Wow.
Only one maybe outdid me and Ted would have been maybe let's see. Who was there? Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Nash was there.
Oh, he's always got lines. Flair always has lines. Mick Foley always has lines.
Scott Hall didn't show up. So Sid Vicious took his place.
Oh, gotcha.
But Nash was there. Me and Ted was there.
Do you still talk to these guys, Virg?
Oh yeah, whenever I get to see them, you know what I mean?
I mean, on the phone or anything? Do you ever?
I really don't call them. Just give them a call out the blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Only when you have these conventions.
I used to give like my friends back in the day. I used to give them calls out the blue, like Paul Roma.
Yeah.
Joey, but Joey Morella been passed away, man. Like he died like 1992 or 91. You mean?
But nowadays you don't really call anybody. It's just when you show up and they're there, you talk to them for a little bit.
You talk to them there. Like Paul Roma's a real good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Paul's married, so like a lot of guys are married. You know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah. So you don't want to bother them, right?
Huh?
You don't want to bother them. You don't want to intrude.
I don't want to be a pain in the ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All my good friends, man, are dead, man.
Yeah, it's sad. What a year we had, huh?
Yeah, Rick Rude was a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Dead. Okay. Another good friend of mine was Greg Valentine.
Yeah.
He's way out in Vegas now. Okay.
Virgil, how'd you handle this year, bro?
Huh?
With the pandemic and all that, it really cut into your conventions and stuff, man. What are you doing?
I mean, you see what we're doing on the phone right now.
Yeah. You just doing like live streams and stuff?
Yeah, you're doing live streams. You
doing any hustling on the outside?
Not really, because a lot of things are all shut up. But I had a couple guys that own like big sports shops.
Yeah.
They said I can come in. One guy pays me $250. He wants me to come in every month. Okay.
So that helps out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Another guy pays me $250. He wants me to come in every month.
Good. So, I mean, you're holding it down right now. You're holding it down.
That's still $500 every month, and then you still make money off any pictures that you sell right there.
Got you. Yeah. But I mean, how are you doing personally now?
Real cool, man. I put cash away too, man.
Do you?
Yeah. I wouldn't go. I didn't fall the pussy yesterday. You know what I mean?
You have any family around or anything, or is it just you?
No, the only one. See, I still got two older brothers.
Okay.
My brother Donald lives in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He lives maybe 40 miles from me. Okay. And my brother Warren lives out in Seattle.
Got you. Do you get to see these guys?
Oh, I fly out there. You know, I got a real good friend who works for Delta. Okay.
Takes care of you.
Yeah. So I fly out wherever I want to and go out and see him and his wife out in Seattle. You know
so you still have family that, you get to visit and all that. It's not.
Only one still living in my family is I got two older brothers still living.
That's it.
Right. And me. Okay.
Wow.
Even my older, two of my older cousins, like one of my oldest cousins passed away. You know?
Yeah.
See, my grandfather on my mother's side had a whole moving company. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So me and that's where I start getting big and buff at. You know?
There's hard labor.
Yeah, working. I learned how to drive 18-wheelers when I was like 12 years old.
You have any girlfriends right now?
I,
You
I,
dating?
I had a bunch of bitches.
Oh my god!
You don't call them girlfriends. You call them one night stops. You mean?
But currently, no lady.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I think I'm just fucked out.
Yeah, you're just tired.
Yeah, you fucked every night at every
Yeah.
city around. You
But
kept
what about an emotional connection, Virgil? You
no,
know, something
I never got no emotional connection with none of them.
really? Nobody struck you.
I had a couple. I had one in Toronto that she fizzed my little thing here and there because I used to call her.
Were you gonna put a ring on it, Virg? You gonna put a ring on her?
No, I don't think so, man.
No.
Because like
But
she was the main woman at she from Toronto, and
mhm.
she worked for United Airlines. Okay.
So you got to see her when you stop by.
Oh no, she used to fly out to see me. If I'm on the
Oh,
coast, she fly out San Francisco. I'm in LA. She flies to LA. If I
Virgil, that sounds like something that could have really happened.
it could have been, you mean? It
And
could
you that was the girl that you were closest to having a true
yeah,
relationship with.
yeah. Okay, and then man, uh she ended up marrying a motherfucker, okay?
Oh,
Okay,
that's what happened.
and they had one no. She ended up marrying the guy and they had one kid, okay?
Okay.
And then about after they had a kid, about 2 months, she divorced the guy.
Because she needed you, Virgil.
She said
Come
she
on.
couldn't take her mind off of me.
There it is, bro. There it is.
She said that 14 inches was tapping that pussy.
Now
Because
here,
she did it.
Virgil, you do some indie stuff too, right? You still wrestle.
No, not really. But like a couple times I did, like, but I wasn't going to do nothing hard in the ring.
No, no. Just a little, you show up, you maybe do one move and
Yeah,
that's it.
you may do like one move,
Like a
like a
Joey
kick up,
Janela's
something like that.
spring break. Like a Joey Janela's spring break, April 5th, 2019. Now, wrestling fans out there and Nintendo fans, okay? I'm sure you all remember the wrestling game for Nintendo. They had this character called the Starman. The Starman was this character who was dressed in this pink tight suit, and he had a star on his face, a blue star. Right?
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
all of us as kids used to play this wrestling game, and I loved
Yeah.
Starman. And Virgil, you were Starman,
Yeah. Okay. You see how the guy gave,
bro.
he gave this whole costume, and then he had to paint my face. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, you had a mask with the
Yeah.
star.
You had the star type thing on, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted someone that looked the part. Okay.
Yeah.
So why not?
And look at you, bro. I mean, you're
You look,
swagging out in this outfit here. Number one, the
hey,
breadstick is doing its job.
the
And
breast looking all right, ain't it?
yeah, I mean, you're doing your thing, bro. And the funny thing is that in this match, you faced a wrestler called Ethan Page, and you beat him in 4 seconds.
Look, like he was nothing.
You did it as Starman.
Yeah,
As Starman.
as Starman.
I'm gonna close this up, but I'm gonna
Okay.
say something to you real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
I'm good to hear anything.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I feel history tends to repeat itself.
Yeah,
Right? I feel things can come full circle.
yeah.
And I look at your career,
Uh-huh.
right? And you started out as the bodyguard, the backup guy, the secondary guy that no one really paid attention to. And then you had your big moment where you hit Ted DiBiase with that belt,
Uh-huh.
and you got one of the greatest pops in the history of wrestling.
I'm talking
Right?
about history.
Yes. No, the history of wrestling.
Yeah,
Okay.
people still remember. They still remember that today.
I still get chills watching it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh-huh.
then all of a sudden, you hit your low again, right?
Yeah.
With the fall of WCW,
Uh-huh.
the Lonely Virgil thing, right? So you're kind of that secondary, that backup that nobody really pays attention to again.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the Lonely Virgil thing takes catches fire.
Yeah.
Right? Catches fire, and then you land a big moment on AEW.
Yeah.
Right? So think about that. Think about that. Your career kind of goes through these phases.
Yeah.
Right? And they tend to repeat themselves. And I want you to understand something, Virgil, that I don't think you're done.
Neither do I.
Right? I don't think it's over for you. And one final question that I have for you is,
Go ahead.
okay, what's next?